Because of that.
Prior to the economic downturn, it was easier to have not only individual donations coming in, but also things like consistent grant monies that were being asked for, or foundation monies, or corporate sponsorships, local business sponsorships of plays or productions or things that were happening here in the theater and on the stage. After the economic downturn, obviously things became a lot harder for not just individual people, but also other groups, other nonprofits in Kent County. Things were stretched a lot thinner than they had been before. It also coincided with our capital campaign, which started in 2008. And the idea behind that was to raise money for the brick and mortar facility, specifically to purchase the building and to put some renovations and repairs into it. And the capital campaign was hugely successful. We've been able to purchase the building, which is a huge thing for this community to say that it has here. What that means, though, is that our annual operating donations, our annual operating funds, did go down during that time between the capital campaign and the economic downturn. So what we're doing now, as the economy is slowly starting to get better, is raising awareness of the fact that we've come out of our capital campaign. Our capital campaign donors, who were incredibly generous, have set us up to be able to be successful. But in order to do that, we have to take the next step and educate the community about their community theater needing funds as a nonprofit to keep the programming moving along. We've made some changes in the past year, hiring a full-time staff member, hiring a part-time staff member to be able to continue bringing the community the high level of programming, both quality and quantity of programming that they've come to expect from the Garfield Center. That means that our budget for 2013 is very aggressive. And so I want the community to know that right now what we're doing is seeking those funds that are harder to come by, those everyday operating funds to keep the lights on, to keep the children coming in, to keep collaborative events in the community happening. I've been here since September, so I've been here for about 7 months at this point. The best surprises to me has been the building itself. When you come into the building as a patron, you walk in the front door and you sit in the audience and you interact with what's on the stage. You may go out and get a drink in the lobby, look around, but there's even more to this space behind the stage, up behind the balcony, that when I entered the building as a staff member and began to look around, I was blown away. I was absolutely enthralled by the costume room, which I'm not sure many people have seen, and the film room that is still up behind the balcony. The film room still has that closing fireproof door and the old original, the original reels that they used to use to show movies here when the theater was first built. It's fabulous. I'm not sure that people who come as patrons necessarily know that's there, and I want to make sure that people are aware of it. So that's been the surprise for me, has been learning that there's so much more to this space. There's so much more to what we do here and what we can do here.
Both.
Actually, right now, the board is about to undertake a new round of strategic planning. So they're going to be looking at their mission statement and their goals, the objectives, what the Garfield Center is to this community, to the Upper Eastern Shore of Maryland. And they're going to be revisiting some of our past successes, taking a look at what we want to do in the future, and focusing in on how we want to do that over the next 3 to 5 years. So this is a great time for growth at the Garfield Center.